to your mini biweekly general love tarot reading for March 16th through the 31st, 2017. So, first message here is there's something to celebrate about, but yet it's still on hold. I wish I could explain it further. I see it coming. I see that things will be okay. But I'm getting there are some differences that you have been struggling with in a relationship, and they're pretty strong differences. But how you're seeing it right now is you're hoping that there may be some change. And I do feel for some of you there will be in regards to relationships, but I feel like you need a lot of downtime and patience with it, especially under this Venus retrograde. Now, for some of you, you also have been journeying with someone who wears a false mask. They just, for some reason, you thought highly of this person. You thought that this person was there for you, and then suddenly the tides have turned. So I'm feeling like that maybe you know some things about this, maybe you don't, but I feel in the next 2 weeks you definitely will come to terms with someone who you thought was different, someone who you thought, like I said, really was there for you, and now suddenly you're starting to see their true colors. And I feel like for some of you, this might put you in a down mood, perhaps even sad about things. But I do feel like there is a turn of tides, like I was saying, and I feel like it will be for many of you. Now, this love hasn't been easy for you. The road in relationships haven't been easy for you, and it hasn't been easy for the ones who have children. And so, but I feel like that the angels are going to gift you with something special, and I feel like you're not going to really see that until towards the end of March. But with Venus retrograde and moving closer to the Earth towards the end of this month, will put some heavy impact on relationship, the choices you've made, how you're working out the relationship. Is there a complete understanding, or understanding as close as you can be to your partner, and also receiving the same. There is a reflection or energy of 2009 coming up here for you, Leo, and I feel that is something that you need to pay attention to. Now, it could be someone that you knew in 2009 that is returning to you, or there is a test in your relationship if you met this person and you're still with them since 2009. But I do feel like there is a struggle here of keeping this relationship going. But I also feel like you have a sense of magic about you, to where you can balance this relationship if you really pull on those spiritual wisdom cords that you have, in order to bypass a lot of the aspects put upon all of us in regards to relationship growth, and where we are in relationships in general. Okay, I just want to pull a few more cards here. Yeah, see, so when I always get this card, it's like magic from the universe is just remove the blindfolds, remove the mask I'm wearing on my eyes, sort of thing. And now I can see things. Now, what I feel here is I feel like this person is a master with words. That's what Spirit just guided me on. A master with words. So we've got a charmer here, or we've got someone who knows how to master words to really persuade you into believing their story. So you want to really pay attention here. I'm getting something to do with maybe an earth sign that came in really strong. Also, I felt an air sign also. And this could be sun, moon, or rising. But I do pick that up really strong. Now, when I read zodiac in my readings, it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be so. I'm just saying that there's a lot of emphasis on those particular elements or signs, but it could be happening to anybody. Now, I want to pull pull some tea leaf cards. I've had these for years. Just see what is happening here. Okay, well, we've got the V, and the V stands for victory. And this victory has to, since I'm pulling it in the love reading, but I'm also looking at the energy generally too. The victory here has something to do with a journey or endeavor that you've been on for some time, I feel. And whether there is closure or new beginnings in the relationship, I feel that you will overcome. You will definitely be victorious in this. When it comes to the heart, this represents, of course, love. It also represents caring for someone. So I feel with these two together, regardless of what the tarot card says, you're going to come out of this victorious. I feel like I'm not getting a feeling of abandonment, but I'm getting a feeling of victory over love. So I feel like love is what will carry you through. Now, the fire here represents strong emotion, passion, love, or passion, hate. So this is kind of getting into a relationship that is a love or hate relationship, or you're already in it. But I feel that you're strong here, Leo. I feel that you will be victorious if you really focus more on your heart than you focus on what that other person is doing. Okay, I'm just going to pull one more because I just kind of want to see something here. Well, there we have the spear. Now, for some of you, you may feel abandoned. I know I wasn't feeling abandonment here, but here I am. Or you may be feeling sorrow or just sad over what you no longer have. So like I did feel for some of you Leos that there is a closure, but I do feel with the victory card, which is a very strong card, that you will definitely overcome this. You will definitely break ground. You will definitely just win at the end. And then we've got the bird flying. Okay, the bird flying is news that's on its way, and I want to just pull one more card here just to go through it. All right, well, that wasn't all that great of a card, but you know what? This is what Spirit has moved through here. So the bird flying means there is news on the way. I did feel some endings. I do feel there for some of you there might be sorrow, but I also feel that there is great happiness for many of you others. This is the casket. No, it doesn't necessarily mean there's a funeral, but it does mean that there is an ending of a situation. It's kind of like pulling the death card. Okay. Now, we generally don't like endings. They don't feel good. And, but I will say that with an ending comes new beginnings. And I'm just going to pull a love oracle card. It says spread your wings. So here we go at the endings of things. And, it doesn't necessarily mean the relationship ends. It also means that there's an ending to just the way it was. It just wasn't working anymore the way it is or the way it was. And there's something new coming in. So, sorry, my dog's actually chewing his toy. No, please don't do that. So it's spread your wings means just go ahead and be you and just embrace the light. Things will become victorious. And I do want to pull actually one more. We've got the whale here. I feel like there is a lot of worry, or there will be a lot of worry over nothing, but I do feel like I said, things will come to a fruition and for the betterment. Actually, I'm going to now move into the general reading, and we'll just kind of see what that says. What are the messages for Leo? You know, sometimes with Venus retrograde, it can almost feel like dread. It can feel like, oh my God, everything's over with. And that's soon going to pass. But what's going to basically happen is we're going to go right into a Mercury retrograde in April. So just hang in there. We do have a lot of aspects that are shifting us. But it doesn't have to be negative. We can embrace this in a positive way for changes that need to come. Okay, so we've got the Hermit card, the World, the Star, Ego, Ten of Earth, Queen of Water, Renewal, Page of Air. With the Hermit card here, this is a card that just tells you that, and I feel like it goes here with the messages I got up here with the Deception card. I feel like there is a self-discovery that puts you in a place where you just kind of want to either be alone or spend time meditating, thinking about what it is you want to move forward on, where you're at with everything. And the World card is moving forward. It's a card also saying, hey, you know what? This is your path. Move it towards enlightenment. You know, and also just a awakening from your spirit guides, from the angels, letting you know what, guys, hey, job well done. Okay? It's a job well done, regardless of the situation. You've put a lot of effort into it, and I'm just getting a strong feeling this is how it's meant to be. Now with the Star, great card. You're moving into happy times. You're making positive, optimistic changes for the long term. And it's just a card. The Star is kind of, you know, just like a star in the sky twinkling down on you. It's letting you know you're on the right path. The Ego is also working with the Star working with the Ego, actually, to where it's, you know, letting you know that sometimes the ego can put us in this false sense of entrapment, where we focus on more of third dimensional and earthbound things, to where we need to be free. We need to free our spirit up more on earth here. And that, you know, to focus more on your authentic self, focus more on your spirit, your being, rather than all the things that you think you need or want, or just, you know, where you've put yourself. Could be jealousy, could be just being a little bit greedy, etc. And really looking at the terms. What terms are you actually on in your journey? What soul terms are you creating? Are you agreeing on your journey? The Ten of Earth is basically, again, another very happy card. It's a card letting you know that there is going to be financial security. There is going to be more money. Find the miracles and magic in everything that you do. Walk with beauty. This is a card, too, to spend more time with family, friends, loved ones, but on a very even keel, balanced way, because, again, with Venus being retrograde, it can put a lot of stress, you know, on our relationships, because we have things that we need to learn. There may be things in our life that we're just basically holding on to that we really actually also need to let go of. The Queen of Water is the empathic card. It's relationships developing on a new level. It's trusting yourself. By trusting yourself, you're trusting others. And you're creating that type of energy, the change that you want to be, that you want to see with others. And trust is huge. This is also a card that says you need to care for yourself. You need to love yourself. You need to spend time with yourself and nurture yourself. Because you've got the renewal card right next to it. And that's a card where you need to take time out and you need to review and you need to evaluate and just, take a look at your own vibration. What are you vibrating? What are you vibrating where the law of attraction is working off of? What can you change? Because I feel like for some of you Leos, it's time to move in a new direction now. Some of you, I feel like, have been probably just hemming and hawing because you're either fearful of making that change or just not sure if that's the right direction. But I'm getting the card for that. Okay. Now, the Page of Air here, there may be some challenging information that you will be dealing with these next 2 weeks. There could be delay or changes in plans for whatever reason. It could be weather. It could be, something going on personally. It could be a business reason. But I also feel like what you're trying to discover here in the love relationship or just in a relationship in general, for some of you, it's truth delivered without tact. I mean, you want to know, you're going to get it. And I feel that's the way to go because I'd rather know and get it that way than to not know and be deceived. If you'd like a personal reading, www.transformationandempowerment.com. Please remember to check your moon and rise in. Love you guys. Blessings.